Good morning and welcome. Before I talk about my top 10 harem animes, I need to discuss a little topic about the harem. Harem animes are a thing of beauty. It may not have the genre or the theme of it to be harem, but it has that harem vibe. Like when a show that is action or adventure, that's it. Let's say if a show you watch is action, adventure, fantasy, and However, you see that in a way like, okay, let's see where this goes. And as episodes go on and on, you see he has like 5 girls in his team. And even though it's not harem up there, but he has it. Even in Isekai makes the harems. Like, think about it. Look at Naofumi from Rise of the Shield Hero, one of the best Isekai animes of all time. Look at what Naofumi did. He got Raphatilia, best girl, beat Nezuko. You got Philo and Melty. And you got the girl that was with the former team of the Bow Hero. Now he's on your team. Now he's on Naofumi team. See, 4 girls. Kirito from Sword Art Online. Same basic principle. May not have the word harem in it, but it is Nisekoi anime. And it is action and fantasy. And it is him, Kirito, with every girl he got. Like, come on. I think he got like, what, 6 girls? That's the thing. And not only that, reverse harems do have its low standards. But at least it's fun to watch at times. So, here's the thing. This weekend I made the entire 4-page list. Sorry about this. See, look, 4 pages of everything harem that I've watched. And I had to break it down to piece by piece, stating that, okay, which one do I like the most? So I went down from like top this to the top 50 to the top 40, all the way down to the top 10. And it was too much and I had to do it. So, without further ado, here are my top 10 harem animes of not 2020, my bad. So my top 10 harem animes. So, I like to start with number 10. And number 10 is a classic harem. It is the classic harem that generates the landscape of harem animes, even though it has it. Tenchi Muo. Now, Tenchi Muo is an old classic anime. I don't remember the synopsis like that, but Tenchi Muo generates the landscape of harem animes in its core. Whereas, think about it, I know a few characters in it. Like, there's Ryoko, the space pirate Ryoko, Sasami, the princess, his sisters, Ayeke, the princess, Sasami, and Tenchimuo was the real deal. It had that sci-fi vibe, but it was the harem that was really good to watch. I still remember a few names like Washu, the cop girl. There was a lot of interesting characters. And then I remember the Tenchi Muo universe, like the entire Tenchi series, Tenchi Muo GXP, Tenchi Universe, Tenchi in Tokyo. Everything Tenchi Muo related was that he was the cornerstone of harem animes. And it's like you can't best out the originals, like you can't put the originals away. Tenchi Muo fit the bill, and that's why I said it's number 10. Now number 9, Heaven's Lost Property. Heaven Lost Property was tough. It was tough to say, can I put this on the top 10? And it was. Heaven Lost Property was a good show. And I liked it because you got Angeloids. You got the hottest girl in the show, Icarus. But me personally, I like Delta. That blonde hair girl. I like her. But Icarus, she's a top-notch Angeloid who has no emotion, but she is a good fighter. Not to mention, she always carry her watermelon and start petting it, have her own watermelon field. And then you got that tsundere nymph. I didn't like her. But Tamaki, he's a pervert to the core. If we could put this main character as one of the pervertest anime characters of all time, he's up there with Master Roshi and Jiraiya and Moroku from Inuyasha. But although it has some harem ecchi moments, the action is still intensified when you see them fighting. And they fight in some various stupidest ways, but it's still funny to watch. Now, number 8. And number 8 is the new waifu wars. And this is number 8. At number 8, this is my favorite harem. The quintessential quintuplets. The guy, I've seen the show. And if I tell you this, you're going to like it. It's about a guy who has to tutor 5 girls. And these 5 girls are quintuplets. They may have the same face and eyes, but it's the different hair color. And each quintuplet has its own personality up to this point where it's like, okay. Now, me personally, I like Miku, the one with the headphones. And the one with the headphones, brown hair with the headphones. That's my favorite girl. That's my favorite girl out of the 5. I know some of y'all like the one with the orange hair. I know some of y'all like the one with the red hair. But me personally, I like the one with the headphones. That's it. But the quintessential quintuplets is kind of a vibe of a somewhat of a Nisekoi vibe, if you're feeling it. Because if you remember, I'm not sure if you remember Nisekoi. I mean, I'm not sure you remember the quintuplets like that. But he remember when he was little, he ran out with one of the girls, and he has a photo with the girl. So now he has to decide which out of the 5 was that girl. That's where the waifu wars comes in play. Now, 7, 7. Speaking of Nisekoi, I put Nisekoi number 7 because Nisekoi was the year, I think it was 5+ years of the waifu wars. Nisekoi was the 5-year waifu wars. And I respect this show because I argue with my friends a lot. People say Chitoge's best girl. People say Odena's best girl. People say the cop girl's best girl. In fact, hold on, I'll show you something. Look at this. See? This is best girl Nisekoi. I don't care what people say. This was best girl of Nisekoi. And I know people gonna say, oh Chitoge. No. Chitoge was like 3rd for me. But I was with this one. Like Onida was the girl. Like I shipped this one. Now Nisekoi was the waifu war. It's about a guy who had this pendant. Very good looking pendant. And so each girl had the key. And that key, whoever opens the pendant is like their true love. And I'm like, this is so Cinderella. The only difference is use the key and the pendant. And I fell in love with this. And we've been going on for wars and wars and wars about this. And I think Nisekoi, to me, is one of those few shows that had the waifu wars ended. Even though it was ongoing waifu wars for years, we finally get to the point where it was like, okay, this is it. I ain't gonna say who won because I know some of y'all have not watched Nisekoi. But if you guys were to watch it, you guys would tell you guys dead. Oh, read the manga. I'm damn well who won that war. Shocked me. I did not want her to win, but Onodera, she should have won. Now, number 6, and again, tough call. Rosario Vampire. I love Rosario Vampire to the core. I love the show. I mean, a guy who's sent to a school full of monsters. He's the only human. And along the way, he meets this gorgeous girl named Mocha. And Mocha is a pink-haired girl, always biting her in the neck every time. And they do this Romeo and Juliet every time, like, Skune, Mocha, Skune, Mocha. And then as soon as we remove the rosary off of her, she transfers to a white-haired Mocha and start one kicking them. Just one kick and takes him out. That's it. Now, along the way, which makes it funny, is that he meets every girl, like this big-breasted succubus, a little witch who swing both ways, which I like her because she swing both ways, because you rarely see that in a harem anime, where it's just this one girl who likes the girl and the main character at the same time. That's fun. And then you got the stalker, Mizure. I love Mizure in Rosario Vampire. She's best girl. Now, down to 5. And number 5, I'm going to put in To Love Ru. To Love Ru is number 5 as one of the favorite harems because To Love Ru was the show that was To Love Ru was one of the greatest harems of all time. Guy with an alien princess, Momo, and has a childhood friend he has a crush on, Syringe. But at the same time, he meets, as the episode progresses, to a love triangle. It went from a quad, the pentagon, the octagon, because he got other girls surrounded by him. The class president, the assassins, parentheses, Lala's childhood friend, Lala's 2 sisters, and so on and so forth. And every girl, even the villain nemesis, but every girl he's surrounded by is with technology, alien technology, and so much funniness. Rito is still trying to make a living here and surviving his school life with his harem, and Momo is trying to trying to make him the harem king by having all the girls surrounded by him. And every time Rito falls, psychologically, every time Rito falls, he always falls in an awkward position in front of the girls and the doctors and MILFs too. This guy is living the dream. Now, number four, I gotta give it to High School DxD. This was a tough one. High School DxD is a good anime. It is a good harem anime. The storyline about angels and demons, okay? And Issei being one of the biggest pervs in anime, he's on the list too. I mean, who want to live the dream of having a dragon booster that go boost, 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 and then punch them? And then you got the class president, Reyes. You got Akane, the vice president. I like Akane. Akane is best girl for me. I don't like Reyes, right? I mean, Reyes is like, I'll say Reyes is third best girl. But I like Akane. I like the one with the extra nova, the one that became a knight, and has a sword, the one with the short blue hair. She's my second best girl. But what I like about High School DxD is they play like in a strategy game with chess. Like, okay, you're the pawn, you're the queen, you're the rook, you're the bishop. It's like a game of chess. But I like High School DxD. It was good. Number 3, Shinmen Mao no Testament. Yes, I said it, Shinmen Mao no Testament. For a show like this to go off the wall, going deep into the satification of seducing them, showing all that. I mean, Shinmen Mao no Testament and Basura. When Basura's doing all those activities with him, I'm like, this guy is living the dream. I'm trying to make it short and simple, but Basura is just like, whoa. But I said Shinmen Mao no Testament is third. Great show, by the way. Oh, and by the way, best girl of Shinmen Mao no Testament for me is the childhood friend, Basura's childhood friend. The one with the blue hair girl, but her. Now, number 2, and I gotta put this out here. Monster Misune. This is 2 because Monster Misune, like, we've seen monster girls in anime. There are a lot of monster girl animes, but this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I mean, like, you can name any other monster girl anime, but this one takes the cake. I mean, think about it. A guy living with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, 7 monster girls if you 99 the Rulahan. But he's living with 7 monster girls. A heartbeat, a slime girl, a snake girl, a mermaid, a spider girl, and a horse girl. I like Centauro. And another way, and the thing is, the thing about this is that he can't have sex with monster girls, they can't have sex with humans, but he's living with them. And along the way, we see other monster girls very interesting. Like, you may not have these favorite as his main characters, but there are other side characters you want to like the zombie girl Zombina, the tall ogre Tio, the Cyclops girl Monaco, and the doppelganger. Or you may like Mrs. Smith. And there are other monster girls that they showed in the manga too that may catch your interest. But still, Monster Misune was like the cornerstone, like, made monster girls better. That's what I like about Monster Misune. It made other monster girl anime better, and that's why I like this show. Number 2. Now, number 1, and I gotta put this number 1 because it had action, ecchi, harem, fantasy, all that. Sekirei. Sekirei is number 1 in my favorite harems. It's my favorite harem because Sekirei, I felt the love of it. I mean, Sekirei are not humans, they're alien life forms, and they fight until the last man standing, and it's a battleground. Did you know that if you watch Sekirei episode 1, it says 2020. The setting takes place in 2020. So I'm thinking to myself, where are the Sekireis at? But still, when you watch this, they fight to the core. Battle for battle. I don't care if their clothes get ripped off. The whole purpose of it is beating the hell out of them. And beat the hell out of Sekireis one by one until there's last man standing. Last man or women standing, because there are some male Sekireis. Low populated. But overall though, the manga finished, and I recommend you watch Sekirei, because I love the show because it had all the elements there. And I know it felt like a Pokemon vibe because Musabi's a fish type, Tsukuyomi's a water type, Kusuno's a plant type, Kaguri's a fire type. I get all of that. But if you ignore all the fan service they got and just watch Sekirei as a blood battling, because they battle so much at times, it really is good to watch it at some point in time. You can read the manga finished, so you could read how they fight to the core with it. And there are more rules into the Sekirei plan that y'all watched 2 seasons of, but there's more to it. There's more to it. So I recommend you watch Sekirei, and that's why Sekirei is my greatest harem of all time. So that's it for now. But again, it took me a weekend to analyze all this. So I know this video is long, I get it, but I had to really jot it down a bit. So thank you for watching my video, and thank you.